Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Honey Too Sweet, and we're back again with another video. So for today's video, it's gonna be kind of I think I planned for today to be I guess catch up or mid-year collection review or collection update. Um, it's something that I really wanted to do since the very beginning. That's like the reason why I wanted to film my first ever video in the first place, so I could have videos to look back on and see how my collection has changed and grown over the past couple of months. And so I really wanted to do one for the month of June, and so we are coming up, I think, on like the last week of June, and so I really wanted to record this video at least in the month of June, just so it could, I guess, officially be like the full mid-year collection update. And so we're here today doing just that. A little surprise in the background. I know the past couple videos, this what you see in front of you wasn't here before, but this is something that I wanted to do for my desk for a long time, just because I was looking back on my videos, my past videos, where it's like just my black desk, and I don't know, I feel like the emptiness and like just like all the color black really dulled out like everything that I wasn't showing or wasn't using up. I feel like the black was causing my videos to, I don't know, appear like lesser quality. I don't know. I don't know if it was something that I was just noticing myself, or what. But I don't know. Like, I've been really wanting to, I guess, spice up the way my desk looks. I wanted a little change up in setup, I guess, and so I made this. This is, if you don't know about manga or anime, this is My Hero Academia. Um, Mainly I did this because I had just like the first volume of My Hero in my collection for the longest time, and I've been wanting to get rid of it either by selling it, but I'm like, you know what, maybe I can just take it apart and use it like as a collage or as decoration. So I did just that, and I don't know, I kind of like the way it turned out. Let me know what you think about it. I think it looks pretty cool. I just wanted to have something different than like the basic black desk for my videos. I wanted to have like a nicer background, and also the black and gray from the manga panels kind of help bring out the color in a lot of the binders and photo cards I have. That's something that I did like test out like behind camera. So yeah, please let me know what you guys think of this. I hope you guys like it. I hope it looks cool, because I think it looks cool. But yeah. So I think we're gonna be starting with, I think, my tiniest binders that I have in my collection, and then we'll go from there on up, I think. And so I think we're gonna be doing my mini binders. I think I have like 4 or 5 that I can show you guys now. So yeah, I'll go ahead and link up my video, my first ever video, where it's my beginning of 2024 collection video. So you can kind of go back and forth and see if you want to see how my collection looked like 5-6 months ago. You can go see that video. I'll make sure to put it up in one of these the corners. So yeah, go ahead and feel free to check that out. Alright, so these are the mini binders that I currently have. Also, just a little side note, in case you're wondering why I have all of these like marks, I was playing with my dogs earlier today, and we tend to play a little rough. I don't mind when they bite me and stuff, it really doesn't hurt. And so we play kind of rough, and so that's why I have like these bite marks and stuff. So just a little side note. But yeah, these are currently, what would you call these? I don't know if there's like a certain type, but these are like, I consider them like my mini binders. Each has unique things. So I think what I'll do for this video is, if the binder itself was in my first the first part of my collection of, I guess, collection video for this year, if the binder was in that video, I'll talk about how it's changed and what it was in the past video and what it is now and what I use it for now. And if it's a new binder, or it's something brand new that I didn't have in my first video, I'll definitely bring it up and showcase it. So yeah, I think that's how we'll do this. So first up, let's put this to the side. We'll just do this mini binder. So this mini binder, I think I didn't look at the video. At one point, this had my Jooheony collection, back when my Jooheony collection was pretty small. So this is Monsta X's No Limit merch. It's a little pocketbook. this is something I also had in my past video. But a little update since then. I'm pretty sure Jooheony got a binder. I don't think I had a binder for him in the past video. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure. Go back and check. If you wanna know the true answer, you can go and look at the other video. But this currently just has freebies that I've gotten through trades, me purchasing any photo cards, whatever. This is just photo cards that I mean, not photo cards, freebies that I've gotten. So we're gonna go through these and look. These are like my favorite like Blackpink freebies I've ever gotten. They're like clear cards. They're pretty cool. So yeah, honestly, I cannot tell you what freebie is from what and what I've gotten and what I did to get that freebie. But they're just freebies that if I receive them and I guess I like the idol, or like it's hard to explain. It's just like if it's a freebie of an idol that like I personally like, or is like a would-be bias for me of a group that I would like, I would keep it. Otherwise, they go in my freebie trades pile, where those are freebies that I use when I actually trade. But yeah, this is what currently is in this mini binder. Up next, we'll just do this one. So this one is new. I'm pretty sure. I don't think it was in the past video. Actually, no, it was. I'm lying. Yeah, this was actually gonna be a binder for Sohee from Riize. That was when I like barely had any Sohee photo cards. I think I had like 3 or 4, and so they were in this binder. And here I'm pretty sure it was gonna go Sohee. It was gonna go Yeonjin, I think. Right? I can't remember. I'm pretty sure. But now this currently is now an ateez binder, I guess, mini binder, an ateez mini binder. I don't even stand ateez. This is crazy. The reason why this is now my ateez binder was because I have so many stickers from the polka albums that they had. The reason I have so many of these stickers is because I bought, I think, 5 copies of their platform version. I honestly cannot tell you. I think of this one, the World EP Fin Will, on Mercari, because it was really cheap, and I think it was like $20. And so I ended up with so many stickers. I got this sticker as a freebie as well. I don't stand ateez. I don't collect ateez, but through those photo cards, because the platforms come with a bunch of photo cards, through those platform and those photo cards, I'm gonna have enough to maybe almost fill this up when I store my photo cards next. But otherwise, this is just I guess gonna be an ateez mini binder for no reason. So yeah, just 4 photo cards right now. This is just gonna be everyone in ateez besides Jungho, Mingi, and Songhwa. Those are gonna go in a different binder. So everyone besides them are gonna be going in this binder. Alright, so for the next one we have this other mini binder. I think this mini binder used to be where I was putting my Mashiho collection from Treasure, but that's also somewhere else now. This currently is going to have I guess, like, it's hard to explain, but basically if I decide to just get a random album of a comeback or a group that I really enjoyed, if I don't necessarily stand them, this is where they'll be going. So as you can see, it's Super M and Hypen, P1 Harmony, and The Boys. Like, those are groups that I don't really have any plans on standing in the near future, so I just ended up with their album. So I have a couple of their photo cards, and this is where they're gonna be going. This one is a continuation of the freebie binder. So this only has, I think, maybe 2 or 3 freebies I've gotten recently, and that's it. So I had this, and this was before I just used to have my like extra photo cards that I had to give away, but since I filled up this freebie mini binder, I needed a new one. So I decided to make this my next freebie binder. And yeah, that's pretty much finishes off my like mini binder collection. Yeah, they're kind of all over. I don't know, like this is hard to explain. Like this is like the way that like I put my mini binders to use. But yeah, otherwise, up next in size, I guess we'll do my A7 binder that I have. Alrighty, and up next we have my A7 binder. This binder I got from Monsta X. I mainly got it because before this binder I actually had this mini ID binder where I would put all my mini IDs in. They didn't fit the best, they didn't perfectly fit how I wanted them to look like. So I wanted something bigger, so I bought this binder. So we have these, actually not that many, not a lot of groups that I collect come out with mini ID PCs. So I just have a couple, mainly Treasure and then one BI. But I decided to keep this mini binder in case I ever have more. I can put like my favorite ones in this one. So that's currently where I have my mini ID PCs. I know a lot of people also put them like just in a regular like full photocard page. That looks nice too, but I don't know, I wanted some place to put like specifically just my ID mini ID PCs. But otherwise we have all of these are all duplicates. They're all dupes that I already have. These are all ones that I give away when I trade. They're all official. Some of them are pre-order benefits, some of them are actual photo cards. Again, like I think I said in my previous video, if you are interested in any of these duplicates, feel free, don't be shy to send me a DM on Instagram. I will literally mail them to you for free. If you're in the US, internationally, I might have to pick up a couple global stamps, but if you're also international and you want some of these, definitely let me know as well. They're all official, like I said, they're all duplicates. So yeah, that's pretty much where I decided to put them. But yeah, this is also a new binder. This was not in my previous binder. This was not in my previous video, so this is a new binder. A new binder that definitely is one of my favorites in my collection. But yeah, otherwise I don't have anything of this size currently. So I think we're going to be doing my A5 binders next because I have quite a couple of those. Alright, so you guys can't see them that well because they don't all fit in the frame. But these are currently my A5s that I have. I have 6. Previously in the past video, I didn't have this binder. I'm not sure about my Jooheony binder, but I don't think I had it. I also didn't have this one. I think I had only these 3 binders here. These 3 binders I think were in the past video, and I think these 3 weren't. I might be wrong. But these are my A5s. This one is my Soloist binder, so this is where I put all of my Soloist. This is my 17 Dino collection. This binder is a binder where I have like the members or the idols of groups that I would bias and I would collect. So I'll show you guys who's in here. This is my Asahi treasure collection. Or treasure Asahi collection, whatever you want to call it. This is my Jooheony collection from Monsta X, and then this binder currently has my Riize, Sohee, and Eunseok photo cards or collection. So yeah, I don't know, like I've just been on a recent A5 kick. Like I've been really liking the way A5s look compared to A4s, and I keep wanting to buy more. So who knows, maybe by the end of the year I'll end up with 3 more binders to add to this collection. But otherwise I think we'll probably start off with, I think we'll go ahead and do this binder. There's not a lot in this one, so I'll show you guys what's in it and I'll explain in more detail how that binder works. Alright, so moving on to this binder. So as you can see, it still has the cover and everything. I don't know, I honestly don't even know why I haven't taken it off. There we go. But this is a new addition to my collection, my binder collection, just recently, a couple weeks ago maybe. Just like I said, since I've been on a kick, I've been on an A5 kick. I just went to Staples and I was like, you know what, let me just buy myself an A5. Like for some reason I really wanted an A5, I was really close in getting a McAfee binder, and I low-key might still get one, but I just wanted an A5 binder so bad, so I was like, let me just go buy one. So I bought one in black because I wanted a place where I mentioned I can put members of groups that I stand, that like I guess I have an intention to collect, or I would maybe one day collect. So to explain into more detail, this has, for example, NCT 127. For NCT 127, if I would to collect a member from 127, it would be my bias. It would be tail. So this is where I have all my tail photo cards. And basically, if I come across a couple listings that are cheap and they're like tail cards, or they're any one of these idols, I'll probably more than likely buy them. But like, it's not my intention to fully collect them, if you know what I mean, if you know what I'm saying. So it has tail. It also has, since I do like both 3 units of NCT Wish, I don't really care for. I just can't get into them. They're cool, no hate to them. I don't see myself standing NCT Wish, so I mainly consider NCT just 127, Dream, and Wavy. So for Dream, if I would collect someone, it would be Jeno. I don't have many photo cards of him, unfortunately, because I haven't pulled any. I have bought a couple, so they're actually going to be in the next storing photo cards video. But for Wavy, I would collect Xiaojun, so this is where his photo cards are going to be. I don't stand Wavy, so like I don't really have Wavy cards, but these are just cards from NCT Universe and the whole group NCT as a whole. When they have a comeback, these are the photo cards of that comeback. But like I said when I was explaining my mini binders, here is where Jungho, Mingi, and Sunghwa are gonna be going. And just because I guess that's like my top 3 bias line in ateez. I don't stand ateez as of now. As of filming, I don't stand them. I might get into them more and stand them eventually. But if I ever do buy more albums and I pull any of those three members, they'll be going in here. Sorry about that, I cut off. But the only album that I have from the boys is their Maverick, right? Their Maverick comeback. And so I decided to buy a couple of his pops on Pokemon Market because they were like $1. Some I think were even like 50 cents. But I don't plan on taking this collection, if you would call it collection. I don't plan on taking this collection anywhere. Maybe if I just come across a couple photo cards that I like and are pretty cheap, I'll go ahead and buy them. So for girl groups, for the Seraphim, I do stand the Seraphim, and I really do like Yeonjin and Chaewon. At one point, I think my bias for a very short amount of time at the very beginning was Kazuha. She's no longer my bias. So now whenever I buy the Seraphim albums, I will put Chaewon and Yeonjin in here, and also Karina and Giselle. I've low-key been getting really into aespa lately. I have a couple photo cards I'm gonna be storing the next storing photo card video as well. And something about Giselle, I really like Giselle. I don't think I pulled Giselle at least once. They're all, I think, Winter and Ning Ning that I'm gonna be storing. And I've just been wanting to buy Giselle cards for some reason. And so anytime I pull Giselle and Karina or buy them, they'll be going in here as well. And that's pretty much it. So these are pretty much like the idols that I want to collect, but I don't want to fully dedicate like collecting them, if that makes sense. So it'll just be a couple PCs here and there. It won't be like the full collection of every comeback era. So yeah, this collection will pretty much be pretty random, pretty sporadic. It'll be a couple photo cards here and there of each comeback. It just really depends how cheap they are on Pokemon Market and if I want to purchase them or not. But yeah, that pretty much finishes up this binder. So we'll move on to, let's check out my Soloist binder. Alright, so for my Soloist, I have this binder. Pretty much looks the same as it was in the first video. Nothing much has changed. So this has my Soloist and Shumin, of course, because I don't stand EXO. I really did like his solo though. His comeback was pretty good, so this is where I have him. But this basically just has BI. It also has Wonho, which he's gonna be coming out of the military soon, I think, and I'm excited for new Wonho music. As well as Jungha and Wonho. Their collections haven't really changed because I have to buy more of their albums. I really want to catch up, but now Bang Yedam and Sujin are going to be going in here. They're two soloists that I'm also really interested in now, so their stuff is going to be going in here as well. And then these are pretty much all just like their album inclusions. So yeah, that pretty much sums up my Soloist binder. Not much has changed, just because the solos that are in here tend to not have many comebacks throughout the year. I feel like Wonho's in the military, so that's an exception, but BI is mainly the one that has come out with the most stuff in the past couple of months. And even then, I have yet to really focus on collecting soloists. My main attention right now currently is Riize. So like, unfortunately, the soloists are like probably at the bottom of the barrel for like importance in collecting for me. But hopefully maybe by the end of the year I can have a couple more cards to put away and I can stuff this with more soloist cards. But yeah, up next I think we'll go ahead and do my, let's do let's do two new additional A5 binders. Alright, so these are the two A5 binders that I was talking about. The reason why I didn't include them with the other 6 is because these aren't collections. These are just basically I don't know how to explain it, but like, it's just basically boy groups and girl group member or idols that basically anybody else. So like, for example, aespa, like I mentioned, Karina and Giselle go in the other binder. Ning Ning and Winter would be going in this binder. So this is for girl groups, this is for boy groups. So basically this just contains all the other members. This one, however, is a little different. I'll explain to it when we get to it. But yeah, these are my 2 extra A5 binders that I have. These are new, fairly recent. I've done a couple different things with them. They were in the previous video as well, I think. And I'll explain to you guys, how they've changed since the last video. Alright, so starting with this black and white binder. This little charm, I don't know if I explained, I'm pretty sure it was in the previous video, but this little charm is from a Viviz album. It was a little bunny. I ended up unstanding Viviz. Viviz is in a group that I stand anymore. I completely got rid of their discography that I had, and when I was selling the albums, I completely forgot that this was a part of one of the platform albums, and I forgot to include it, so I kept it. But yeah, this currently has I did a couple changes recently. So when I moved, before Chaewon and Yeonjun were in here, but now they're in the other binder like you saw. So this currently has Hyerin and Hien photo cards from New Jeans. I don't really stand New Jeans. These are just, I have 2 of their albums, I think, so this is what I currently have for them. I don't really plan on getting any other albums, but that can change as well. But any other LE SSERAFIM cards that I have will also be going in here. So right now, these are mainly the units that I've gotten, and I think these are Target cards, I think. And I also got a Unforgiven Japanese version, the compact one, and I pulled Kazuha. And so this is a Ning Ning photo card that I have, and then this is, I'm blanking, what's her name? From XG. This is Judia, right? I always get confused between Judia and Chisa. I think they look so similar. But yeah, I'm really excited to get more into aespa and more into XG. I really hope XG comes out with many more albums and many more photo cards, because I want a couple Mayas. because she's my bias. But yeah, this is pretty much from now on gonna be where I guess my more smaller girl groups will be going. Before once they become like a bigger collection, then they'll transfer over to my big girl. I mean my big binder for girl groups. But otherwise, as of now, they'll be staying in here. So let's check out the boy group binder. So this is the boy group binder. As you can see on the front, I have I forget what benefit it is, but it's a pop from 5 Star. So this is basically gonna house my boy groups. As of now, it mainly just has Straykids. Again, same with ateez. I don't even stand Straykids. For some reason, 5 Star was just a good comeback in my opinion. I really did love 5 Star. 5 Star really, I guess, got me more into Straykids. And so then when Rockstar came out, for some reason, something in me was like, I gotta collect a couple albums and collect a couple photocards. So like in ateez, my bias line is Mingi, Jungho, and Seonghwa. In Straykids, it's Changbin, Seungmin, and Ayan. So basically, those photocards of those members will be going in here, as well as other boy groups. So like smaller boy groups, I really don't collect any other smaller boy groups, so that's why it's been empty so far. But compared to my first video, I have quite a bit more photocards. This is a, what do you call these, like a photocard holder that I have in my, connected to my backpack. So I put this little what would you call these, I put this as a like stand-in so I can know that it's currently being used. So similar situation if I just come across photo cards of any of these members for albums that I have of theirs for cheap on Pokemarket, I'll end up buying them. But otherwise, pretty empty. Like I said, I don't think many would be going in here. It's because all my other boy groups are like bigger collections. Maybe if on a rare occasion I were to stand like Boy Next Door, like they'd probably be going in here, groups like that. Or if I ever would, like I guess stand maybe like in Hype In, they'd be going in here. But yeah, this is like my boy group A5, and that was my girl group A5. So up next, I think we're gonna be doing my top 4 binders from my collection, which are my like active collections. So I'll go ahead and bring out. I think we'll go ahead and start with Asahi from Treasure. So let's take that out. So this is my Treasure Asahi collection. Pretty much hasn't changed that much since the previous video. Just a little different. I moved my Asahi pops to the front now, so they're going to be in the front from now on. I also have made little binder fillers, just because I was actually going to order some from Moo, because I know a lot of other K-pop photocard YouTubers have talked about Moo, and like, you know, they recommend Moo, but I just didn't want to pay money for fillers. So what I ended up doing was I ended up finding a way to be able to set my printer to print on cardstock, and I pretty much made these designs myself on Canva, and then I just printed them on cardstock and I cut them out, and that's what I'm using now. But yeah, this is my Asahi collection. Hasn't changed much because I have yet to backfill my Treasure album collection. So the reason why I don't really have that many is because I haven't bought any other past albums recently. I think I bought like maybe 1 or 2, so it's not much of an impact. But for Reboot is now finished. I'm actually gonna store the rest of the photo cards I need in the next storing photo card video. So at least Reboot will be done. I fear we're gonna be getting a comeback soon, so I'm super glad that I at least finished Reboot in time for the next comeback. But yeah, I really do hope a lot more people get into Treasure maybe next comeback. I feel like recently their single King Kong did pretty well. I feel like it reached a lot of K-pop fans, so I really do hope they gain like a more bigger audience outside of like Japan and Korea. But yeah, that was Asahi. I think up next we'll go ahead and do Jooheony. Alright, so this is my Jooheony binder. this has changed a little bit. I have quite a bit more photo cards than I did last time, as well as I added the fillers that I needed. This collection has honestly came along pretty well. I'm currently focusing on lights. I think maybe all like either on the way or with me right now, secured, except maybe version, I think it was maybe 9 or 8, one of the ones that are really hard to come across. But at least that's done. I also have them separated. I think these are my special cards. Then we have jewel cases, as well as keynotes. And then here are gonna go my kits. Keynotes and kits are basically the same thing. I don't know why like it's much of a difference. It's the same thing. So these are where my keynote slash kits are gonna be going. These are gonna be my limited slash special cards as well, and then I think these are gonna be pops, and then these are just inclusions from his solo debut. So yeah, that was my Jooheony collection. I love my Jooheony collection. He is probably one of my top biases, one of my top old biases in all of K-pop. So I'm really excited to, I guess, collect more of him, and I really hope to have a complete collection before he comes back from the military. He still has quite a bit of time left, so luckily I have time to do that. So I probably will get on that right away. But I think up next we'll go ahead and do my Riize collection. Alright, so this is my binder that currently houses Eunseok and Sohee from Riize. So with them two, oh, so loud. So with them two, I am currently collecting, for both of them, I'm currently collecting album photo cards. So I have pretty much complete. As of filming, they are having a comeback. I'm super excited. I'm currently in a shit ton of group orders right now for pre-order benefits and stuff. It's just crazy how many fans they have, and I think everyone has been anticipating this comebacks and this new era for them. And so it's crazy. And as a Sohee collector, I also collect Sohee. I'm not completely, but I'm really trying to collect a decent amount of his pre-order benefit and other photo cards and stuff. So this is his US exclusives. Currently only have, I think, well, not US exclusive, just exclusives, I think, because this is from Japan, and this is Barnes and Noble, I think. Otherwise, this is also their photo cards from the season's greetings, as well as I think 2 sets of pobs. I think these are pobs. Some of them are pobs, and then some of the inclusions. This is Sohee's poster, and then this is finally Sohee's pobs. So I don't collect pobs for Eunseok, only for Sohee, just because it's already so hard and it's already so draining, and so mainly draining my wallet 24/7. I've joined so many claims for lucky draws recently, and I'm spending already too much money. I don't plan on collecting every single thing or every single card, but just I've never done that for any idol, and I don't know why with Sohee I decided to do that for the first time. For those of you that collect pre-order benefit cards, you are the bravest, the most strongest human beings on this earth, because ain't no way that I can dedicate that much time, energy, and money on completing and buying every single photo card that he could ever come out with. I would pretty much just cease to exist at this point. So if you're one of those people that collect every single card for an idol, you are a strong human being. But otherwise, I just collect what I can at this point. Some of them are my favorites. I know some of these cards for Sohee are on the more expensive / rare side, if you would consider them. I love this photo card so much. This is probably one of my most favorite photo cards that I have in my entire photo card collection as a whole. This photo card is one of the best ones that I have. These are all pretty good. I know this one's pretty expensive on Poké Market as well. I think this one might be, I'm not sure though. But these are UIQ, and then I can't name every single one. just because I want to get to a point where like once I feel like I have enough pre-order benefit and event pops, whatever, then maybe I'll like stop collecting for this era. But once I have my collection, I guess, completed for me at least, I then want to organize them properly. And then, as you can see, these are pages that allow you to put papers inside. So I'm going to be writing what stores are from, and so I can fully be able to tell you guys what card is what, in case you were wondering. But yeah, I'm really excited for the new comeback and to start collecting more for them. I will probably be ordering at least 3 copies from every store that has a pre-order benefit, just so I can get an even chance of finding Sohee and Eunseok. So yeah, I'm excited, I'm scared, I'm everything for the new comeback. I don't know, Riize to me is just like such a breath of fresh air. Like, I feel like I really needed to stand them, and I don't regret it one bit. They have kind of like almost made me fall in love with K-pop like even more again. It's because I feel like everyone has that one group that brought them back into K-pop again and kind of like ignited or like reignited the spark that they had for K-pop at one point. And that's me currently right now with Riize. They're just such a good group. I'm super excited to see what they do in the future. And yeah, I love Riize. But up next, I think we only have one more binder to do, which is like my favorite, I guess, individual collection, which is my Dino collection. So let's go and check that one out. Alright, so this is my Dino collection. This is, like I said in the previous clip, this is my favorite collection that I currently have. Out of all my collections, this is like my pride and joy, just because I like seeing how full it is. I like seeing how much of Dino's photo cards I have. This binder cover has pretty much stayed the same. One of my goals for this year is to buy extra albums of the idols I collect, buy a couple other extra albums, and make collages for those binders, because I hate how empty they look. I love when a binder has a collage like this. They take a lot of time and energy to make. I'm not gonna lie, especially sometimes they come out looking like you want it, and sometimes they come out looking like garbage. But they're fun. I love when people decorate their binders. It looks so good, and this is like my pride and joy. So for Dino, here's Dino's collection. I don't plan on back collecting previous albums from an ode and back. I just think, here's my opinion, I just think that those past eras are long gone. You know, those B-sides, we'll probably never hear those B-sides in person ever again, in concert ever again. You know, the only things that they're going to be singing are the title tracks, you know. So I just feel like the era and like the soul of those comebacks have died already, and I just don't find any joy in like back collecting their photo cards as well. So I think I'll probably in the future just get rid of like all this extra space and just consolidate what I have currently from those eras like into one page if I can. But yeah, I do plan on collecting an ode and for Hangare for him, which I do have a couple of photo cards to store in the next video as well. I have that one too. I still have yet to collect this version. I honestly have not looked at the prices recently. The reason why I didn't have them in the first place was because these 3 photo cards especially are super overpriced for no reason. I don't know why, if it's just that version for every member is overpriced, but for some reason, even for Dino, whose photo cards are literally priced at 50 cents and $1 on Pokemarket, when I last checked, they were more than $5. And so I don't know why, like, I just did not want to pay more than $5 for these cards. But I mean, if I have to, I will, but if I don't have to, I don't want to. I also need that card, and I need that card as well. As you can see, I have not even set up for the recent comeback. What is it, sector 17? No. What? 17 right here? I don't know what it's called actually. 17 just has comebacks when I least want one, I guess. It's just like I've been so drained. I've had so many things in my life happen, like grown-up things that I have to pay, you know. I have bills to pay, you know, so unfortunately me buying a 17 album isn't gonna feed me for a week, you know, isn't gonna provide me with clothing, isn't, you know, it doesn't provide nothing for me. So my priorities have kind of been just on me recently and like what I actually need instead of comebacks. Also, there is currently a boycott going with Hybe. When I catch you, Hybe has just been so, it's just like a monstrous company in my opinion. They're just so money hungry. Like, I don't know. Like, if you want research on why there's a boycott with Hybe, definitely look it up. I cannot explain to you properly. Other people can explain it to you way better than I can. But that's also another reason why I haven't really bothered buying the albums. I'll maybe buy them a couple months later during the year after the boycott's over. I don't know. Also, them being priced at $50 is absolutely ridiculous. I don't know why they ever decided that. I guess it's like a whole thing of their discography, but like no one asked for that. I'm sorry, no one asked for that, and no one asked for it to be priced at $50. But yeah. And yeah, this last page is his pobs. And that pretty much completes my A5s. And yeah, so I don't really prioritize collecting in general. I pretty much collect what I can when I can, especially if money permits. I'm the kind of collector where I put my needs, my personal needs, before K-pop 100%. You know, so if I need money, if I have money left over and I need it for groceries or I need it for my car or whatever, or I could use that to buy photocards, I'm of course going to be using that for myself. So I really don't prioritize spending much money on collecting. So I pretty much collect when I can. When I have extra spare change to spend on photocards, I'll go ahead and do that. But yeah, that's pretty much sums up my A5 collection. I think up next is all that's left is my A4, my big binder collections. Those have changed in some way, not too much, but I'll show you guys what I mean. Alright, so I'm not even gonna try to fit all my A4 binders in the frame, because I know that will never happen. But this binder right here, as you can see, still has the paper still in it. It's a brand new binder. I just bought it, and this currently has my treasure collection. So I'll go ahead and open it for you guys. So this has, let me do this instead actually. There we go, much better. So this has my treasure collection. And then here's a recent comeback, Reboot. I have a lot of empty spaces because I really want to collect some photo cards for my other top 5. So Jungwon, Jungwoo, Jaehyuk, and Doyoung. So the empty spaces, I definitely want to fill them in with some of their photo cards. But yeah, I really hope more people discover Treasure. Definitely give them a chance, give them a try. They're one of the like more underrated like 4th gen groups from the big 3. So Mashiho, I have unfortunately decided to give up on him and stop collecting him, or decide to collect him in the future. So I decided to take him out of the mini binder and just give him like a 9 pocket page. But definitely, if I ever end up with more Mashiho cards, you know, from the albums I buy, because I'm probably buying a couple of their albums pre-owned. So in case I pull any of his cards, they'll just be going in these 9 pockets. And then these are just like, what would you call these, like event PCs or whatever you might call them. I don't know what the proper name for them, but they're like photo cards and stuff. And yeah, like I'm honestly smelling a Treasure comeback soon, and I feel like that'll happen in the next 3 months we'll get a Treasure comeback. Alright, so up next we have this white binder, which currently has my Riize collection. So this is where everyone besides Sohee and Eunseok go. So not too many, just because the comeback has yet to happen. So this currently just has their season's greetings cards, as well as their inclusions. Which have these big ass, whatever you call these, mini posters. Which the photo shoots are pretty nice in my opinion. I really wanted to display them. And as you can see, they don't even fit from the top. I know Meow Cafe has actual binder pages that fit these, so I definitely want to check them out. And yeah. So this pretty much, and the next comeback that's coming out, pretty much Sungchan, anybody besides Sohee and Eunseok will be going in here. So I'm really excited to collect that album and collect a couple more photo cards for the other members. But yeah, that's pretty much this binder. We'll be moving on to the next one. Alright, so I guess we'll be doing my boy group binder. This is a very small binder. I think it's a 0.5 inch, right? Or 1 inch, something. I think it's a 1 inch. So this currently has my actual boy group. So it has NCT, this has Straykids, and I think that's pretty much it right now. So this is 1 to 7. This, I keep my polls. If you haven't noticed, I keep my photo card polls. So this has a good variety of members. This is NCT Universe. Then this is NCT Dream. So in case you're wondering, with these like binder fillers, or binder fillers, I do plan on filling them up at one point. I do plan on buying more photo cards, and I definitely have not completed the full collections. Like I definitely have been slacking with NCT recently, and their album wise, I definitely want to back collect a couple more albums, because I've only collected like maybe like 1 or 2 from each comeback. And I definitely want more NCT cards. But otherwise, we also have Straykids in here. So this has mainly like my OT8 sets, and then everybody besides Changbin, Sungmin, and IN. So this is in Christmas Evil photo card set, and then Lino's photo card. This is from 5 Star and Rockstar. Yeah, 5 Star and then Rockstar. And then another OT8 set. And then the final one, which I think everyone has. Because when you buy the album, you would get 4 automatically. I somehow miraculously ended up with 2 very different sets. So I managed to complete that really fast. That's pretty much it. I really hope for this binder I can buy more NCT albums and NCT photo cards, as well as Wavy. I want to get into Wavy more, and Straykids as well. So I plan on, hopefully, if I get the chance, to collect a couple more of their albums in the next couple 6 months. But yeah, I think we'll do my girl group next. Alright, so this is my girl group. Same binder cover, same everything. It's pretty much what it looks like as of now. I have sad news for you Winxie out there. I loved PIXY so much. I had such high hopes for them. I honestly really confided in All Art. I deadass thought they were a decent company. I thought they really cared about the girls. Clearly they don't care. Clearly they could care less about them. They do, however, seem very, very happy. In case you want to keep up with them, and in case you don't know, and in case you are a Winxie, they have individual Instagram accounts. I don't follow everyone. I think I only follow Dia and Suwa, I think. Yeah. And they're, at least them two are currently traveling. They're enjoying their individual time, and that's really nice to see. I'm really happy that like they didn't let this hold them down, or let it affect them negatively, and they just kind of not necessarily brushed it off, but I guess didn't give up was what I'm trying to say. So I don't plan on getting rid of their collections or anything, or like selling their albums. But previously Dia and Lola were in the girl group A4 that I showed you guys. I mean A5 that I showed you guys, the black and white one. After the news that All Art pretty much closed down, like shut down and whatever, moved locations, and pretty much PIXY, I guess, softly and quietly disbanded, I decided to put them back all together and make PIXY whole again. And so I put them in my girl group, A5, which previously only had Satbyo and no, not Satbyo. It had Dajong and Rinji. I'll always love PIXY. I really do hope maybe they can come together again. I don't know. I mainly feel bad for Rinji because she was only a part of PIXY for one comeback, and that's it. They deserve better, but yeah. Otherwise, we do have Twice. Twice has pretty much stayed the same. Nothing has been added. However, something will be added. I recently did finish my album collection of Eyes Wide Open. I finally got the last album version that I needed. So luckily I have a perfect enough space to put them away. I think I have 7 cards, so there'll just be one empty space. But otherwise, as of now, nothing has been added, nothing has been changed. I still have yet to finish this Mina set, which is a big goal for me by the end of the year. I hope to have this set complete. That's going to be something that I strive for my collection, as well as filling in more spaces that I have empty. So as you can see, I never got a copy of, what is the last comeback they had? Youth with you, or with youth, something like that. I never got a copy of that because I personally didn't like, I don't know, I just didn't bother getting it, and I don't plan on getting it, at least now. I do, however, plan on getting maybe 1 or 2 versions of Jihyo's solo album. I know that has been out for a minute now, but I think Closer is the B-side, one of Jihyo's B-sides, and it's so good. So I really want to get a couple of those versions, those album versions that she came out with. But yeah, pretty much for this binder, I want to maybe collect a couple more PIXY cards. I honestly don't know what I plan to do with PIXY. I'm like deadass kind of devastated with when we found out about that, especially because they didn't even bother to announce anything. I mean, unless, I don't know. I mean, to be fair, I don't think we haven't seen like proof of like contract terminations. So maybe All Art just deadass maybe moved to a different location and still plans to do something with PIXY. I have no clue. Otherwise, at least like I said, I don't think they have terminated contracts. I don't know, to be honest, but I still have hopes for them, whether it's re-debut, whether it's no longer debut. I don't know. But yeah, up next, I think we have just one more binder to do. I think it's my old binder. Pretty much, yeah, I think so. All right, I think we'll end with my old binder. I think we'll go ahead and do my inclusions binder, because that one is a big binder. That one is a humongous binder, at least for me. Alright, so this is the big chungus. This is like the biggest binder that I currently have in my possession. This has all my inclusions from my recent comebacks. I think it fits. Does it fit? No, I gotta do this. But yeah, this has my inclusions for both girl group and boy groups. Luckily, still has some space. I can add a couple more things. This is just gonna be just inclusions. Nothing else is pretty much in here. So I'll probably just go ahead and like speed through this. A goal for me for this binder is definitely to invest in like sticky, what do they call, like sticky tabs, sticky corners, so like they won't be moving all over the place. And then we have one more to show. I forgot to show this little book that I have also for inclusions. This has the inclusions of like the groups that I didn't stand. So there's some Stray Kids in here. The reason there's another Stray Kids section in this one is because they have like the big, whatever you call these mini posters, and of course they don't fit in here, so they have to go in here. Otherwise they're gonna stay in the album. So yeah, it's mainly Entity Dream. And then that's pretty much it, I think. And then P1 Harmony. That's it. So yeah, that's my inclusions binder. I have to close this back up, and it's such a hassle because it's so heavy and so big. So for this binder, I really don't have any goals to set for the end of the year video. Like I said, maybe by then there won't be that much in this binder. Maybe each group will have their own binder with their PCs and inclusions. I hope by then that'll happen, but otherwise I don't care about my inclusions. That's the last thing that I worry about. But I think lastly, I have a little surprise to show you before we get to the final binder. So I'll go ahead and show you guys that right now. Alright, so this is the surprise binder I was talking about. So this binder is actually, it has such a weird variety. I'll show you guys right now. But in case you are also interested in some other things, this is a binder that has it all. So right off the bat, we have some LE SSERAFIM cards. So LE SSERAFIM recently had a comeback called Easy. One of the album versions that they had was the Weavers versions, which are horrendous. I hated what they did with this version. Where's the... Oh, it's right there. I'll fix it later. I hated the way that they did the Weavers versions. They just gave us a bunch of like these cards, which remind me of like Pokemon cards. So I put them in this binder. So that has those. It's like stuck. I think there we go. Come on. So it's like basically like Pokemon cards. And in case you want to see Pokemon cards, here you go. It's a very, very small collection. I don't collect Pokemon cards. It's just, this is basically when I go to Five Below, I buy Pokemon cards. Just one pack, only one pack. Every single time that I go to Five Below, I make it a tradition to at least get one pack. I haven't gone much to Five Below, as you can see. I don't have that many cards. But in case you're interested in Pokemon, here you go. Here's the energies, here's the items. However, if you're interested in Animal Crossing, if you know about Animal Crossing, if you played it when it first released, you know, then I know you know. But these are amiibo cards. If you don't know what amiibo cards are, they're pretty much like cards that have NFC, I think, a reader inside that you tap on your Nintendo Switch for your Animal Crossing game, and it gives you the villager of the card. So when Animal Crossing came out in 2020 in the spring, everyone and their mom was playing that, including me. I was obsessed with that game, and at the time amiibo cards were very rare. They had yet to reprint them and remake them, so pretty much everyone was selling like amiibo cards, and like the more popular, I guess, popular villagers, their amiibo cards would be crazy expensive. It basically would be like buying the most popular member in a K-pop group. They're always expensive, you know, always rare to find, always expensive. So these two are actually official. I bought them secondhand. However, this one, at that time, this character Elvis was pretty much super, I mean, that's not that expensive, but he was pretty expensive, and I really wanted him. So this is actually a fake card. This has pretty much the character inside of it, the NFC thingy, but it's not official. It's someone made it. But other than that, those amiibo cards. I have these random cards. These are my hero cards. You know, it fits the background. These, however, were an impulse purchase that I purchased at like 3 a.m. when I was just on Mercari, and I had just come across a couple TikTok videos of people unboxing like Naruto cards, One Piece cards. If you don't know what those are animes. And I don't know, something in me was just looking through Mercari, and I was looking up not necessarily My Hero, because I don't really like My Hero, but I was looking up like cards, and I came across this listing that had so many cards, and it was pretty cheap. I regret buying it so much, just because it came with so many in the duplicates. It was crazy. I still have so many duplicates that I took out from this. So only have like, I kept only like one copy of each card, and I plan on taking that to like a local Goodwill and like let some like small like anime nerd kid that likes anime as well like enjoy those cards, you know. But I basically just kept one of each card, and like of course the like ultra rares, the 6 and 5 levels. But that's pretty much it. So yeah, that was this binder. I'm trying to get this. So yeah, that was this Pokemon A5 binder, and that pretty much sums up the binders that I have besides my old binder, which I'll show you guys that next. Alright, and so last but not least, we have my old binder. This one, can it fit? I think it can. Let's see. Yeah, it can. This one hasn't changed that much either. This still houses my top 3 alt groups. Oh, I just remembered I have one more binder to show you guys. I just lied. I keep lying to you guys. I'm sorry. But this just has my old groups. A couple of these I talked in the previous video how I wanted to fill them up. I have a couple photo cards on hand, but they're going to be in the next video. So if you only watch my binder collection updates, you probably won't see it until the end of the year. But trying to get this, there we go. You probably won't see it until the end of the year. But this houses my top 3 ults, which is in order Blackpink, Monsta X, and then 17. So this binder hasn't really grown much, just because Blackpink as of now currently is inactive. They're inactive. They've been inactive for what, almost 2 years now, or officially 2 years, something like that. So I haven't added anything to their collection since then. For Monsta X, I think everyone besides Shanu, I think Minhyuk got released recently, so I think everyone besides Shanu, Minhyuk, and then IM are in the military, and then IM still has to go. So they haven't released any full group music, and I know Shanu and Hyungwon recently came out with like their own subunit stuff. I didn't pay much attention to that release, and I don't plan on collecting it, so this collection has yet really to grow much. Same thing, I plan on filling in any empty spaces that are left over in the future. So yeah, I think these two have pretty much stayed the same since the previous video. For 17, I have added a couple cards in here. Same thing, I plan on filling in the empty spaces with photo cards of my biases or bias line. And I just love going through my binders because since I keep who I pull pretty much, I just love seeing such like variety, you know. Like I love having both options, you know. I have my individual like A5 binders where it's just like a singular member of a group, and then I have like my full A4 binders where it's like full group, and I don't know, I just love seeing such a good variety and like in my collection. And then we're finishing it off with 2 pops, and then in the back, since the last video, it's just extra pages. So I think mainly the biggest additions since the last video have just been 17. They came out with Heaven, and then FML. Was FML last year, or was it this year? I can't remember. I think it was last year, low key, probably. So I mean, I think just recently the newest addition has been Heaven. like I said in my Dino section, I haven't recently got their newest slash recent comeback. So yeah, this binder has been pretty much kind of the exact same, with a few additions here and there. I don't really like, I don't know, if I'm being honest, I just don't care for having my ults in the same place anymore. But at the same time, I don't want to like add more A5 binders to my collection. I think that's already enough. I think I already have too many as it is. And so that pretty much is my ult. And then finally we have my ult of ults, my ult group, the group that I ride for, the group that I collect, the only group that I collect full group for, and that's card. Alright, so finally, I'm being completely honest and I'm not lying to you this time. This is my last binder that I have in my collection. This is my card OT4 binder that I got from Monsta X, I believe. So yeah, this has my card OT4 collection. I think this is new, the binder page, but I can't remember. This is new as well. This is in case this looks a little weird to you, this is pretty much my souvenirs, I guess, from when I saw card live in 2020. When was it? 2022. Yeah, dang, it's been that long. Yeah, 2022, when I saw them in 2022 in Minneapolis, in Minnesota, at the Fillmore. And it was my first ever concert that I ever went to, both K-pop and concert in general. I also went by myself. To me, that was like the biggest milestone that like I ever accomplished as an INFJ introvert. If you know what that is, if you know about MBTI, I'm like the introvert of introverts. You know, we're like the introverts who like are like the definition of introverted. And so to be able to go to a concert, especially as a person who had never gone to a concert before, and for me to go to a K-pop concert and that to be my first concert by myself, was a huge accomplishment, a huge achievement for me. So I wanted to basically have memorabilia, or like a remembrance of that day. So this previously was in a frame. I had it framed. It was on my wall. Some random night, I guess one of the ghosts in my room was like mad at me or something, and they ended up pushing the frame off of my bookshelf, and it fell on the floor. And it was a Dollar Tree frame, and it just like completely fell apart. There was no way to put it back together. I pretty much decided to put it in my binder. I don't like the way it looks, but it's whatever. Also the glove, if you're wondering where the glove is from, it's from High Touch. When we had High Touch, I did pay for High Touch, and that's there. I know it's kind of weird, but I don't know. So this is my OT4 collection, my pride and joy. I have a complete OT4 collection. I'm in between fully collecting their inclusions as well. I don't really care for inclusions, but if I have extra money and I have extra time, I definitely do want to. This currently is what this binder looks like. Compared to my previous video, I have recently gotten these pages, which look way nicer in my opinion, so I can display the photo cards and the postcards all at once, and I really do like the way it looks. I'm really excited for Card's next comeback. I honestly think we might be getting one. If they follow the same pattern they followed last year, we probably should be getting one sometime in August, maybe late July, because I need a Card comeback like ASAP, like right now. Hopefully maybe a tour, question mark. And that pretty much completes that. So yeah, this is my OT4 card collection. If you are a new hidden card and you plan on collecting card completely and fully, including all these past eras that are right here, if you plan on collecting any of these past eras, I wish you the best of luck. I hope you manage to accomplish it and achieve it. I hope you get to experience that, because it's really a cool feeling. However, I will tell you this, my collection took me, I want to say, roughly a good year, a year and a half to complete. There's luckily not that many cards, especially because they don't have that many albums out, but it will take you a long ass time. You have to be on top of notifications from Mercari or wherever you plan on getting the photo cards, because it's basically first come first serve. Like, they sell like previous past era photo cards of card sell out like this, like instantly. So you have to be on top of it. You have to pretty much be looking at, like, daily for those photo cards, because you will eventually find them. Like, you can't lose hope. But yeah, that pretty much sums up everything. I have gone through every single binder in my collection. Yeah, like, I honestly had to look back on my first video. I did see it, and my collection has grown quite a bit. Like, it has changed pretty drastically in some areas, and in some it has stayed the same. So yeah, I'm excited to see where my collection ends up, or what it looks like in December when I film. Actually, no, I'm gonna film it either in December or January. So I'm excited to see what my collection looks like then, and how it changed, if it changed at all. If I end up with new binders, end up getting rid of some other ones, I don't really plan on dropping any collections. I'm pretty like picky when it comes to what I collect and who I collect. Because I've already tried just randomly buying groups or comebacks that I enjoyed, and it was a big fail. So I kind of learned my lesson, and I just stick to what I like and what I enjoy collecting. And yeah, thank you so much for sticking around. Thank you so much for, I guess, watching my videos. It's been 6 months since since I really posted my first video. And it's kind of shocking to me. And in August of this year marks my 4-year anniversary as a K-pop stan. And it's kind of crazy, like, how we all come across K-pop, and we all find K-pop. I really plan and hope that I can do something for that month to celebrate, I guess, that anniversary or that milestone for me. But yeah, thank you so much for watching the video. Please remember to like and subscribe if you like what you see. And yeah, I'm really excited to store some photo cards in the next couple of weeks. I was debating either storing them before this video, but I really wanted to get this video out in the month of June, just so it can be like a full and official mid-year collection update. But yeah, I hope you guys stick around for any upcoming videos, or if you're interested, watch my past videos, and see you on the next one. Peace.